guys? Evan Aldo here. So we're going to do a little bit of a Bitcoin Ethereum analysis. We may have hit the bottom. We'll talk about that in a second, but let's start with the higher time frames here. So 2-day, actually let's start with the weekly or the monthly. Still have the green dot. It's going to confirm relatively soon, 9 days. Keep in mind this could change. I think it will confirm, and I think this will bring us up higher. I think we're nearing the end of this correction, but obviously anything could happen. So let's look at the 3-day now. So a 3-day curving up, that looks relatively good. We are coming down with the VWAP. This is indicative of more of a sideways type of thing, but I think the money flow crossover is going to overpower the VWAP coming down. That's kind of my view on it. Daily, coming down, seems like, it's been VWAP's been trying to come down for a while. Finally, on this red dot, finally comes down a bit. That red dot's going to confirm in 50 minutes. It's basically could have already played out. That would be the more bullish case. 16-hour, let's look at this. Same type of deal. It does look a little bit overbought. However, there's no real divergence just yet. Maybe, okay, yeah, you can make the point that this is divergence. You could also make the point it's played out. We'll see how low we come from this. Here to here, same deal, nothing too different. 8-hour. VWAP seems like it's nearing a bottom. It seems like we're nearing a bottom and we're ready to continue forward. That's what it kind of looks like. It kind of looks like we're ready to continue forward, kind of in my view. This divergence here to here, as price still coming up, make the argument it's played out. 4-hour. VWAP's been below the zero line for a while. It's tried to come up here, couldn't come up. I think this time we may come up. That's what I'm thinking here. Let's look at the 2-hour. About to print that green dot. Maybe, not financial advice, but maybe would be a good place to go in once it prints. 1 hour. VWAP's coming up still. May come back into the green. Maybe a situation where we come right into the green, which is what I'm kind of leaning towards. But obviously we're coming into a weekend. Weekends get crazy, guys, so anything could happen. 24-minute, coming up. We're coming up there. And then 15-minute. What I'm looking for kind of here is some money flow crossovers on these lower time frames to maybe give it a shot at a long position. We also have this fib level right here that I marked out before that I was looking at earlier today. We didn't quite hit it, but we almost did. Maybe we'll hit it one last time, then continue forward. On these really low time frames, you're about to have money flow crossovers. So that's what I like, what I'm seeing. In terms of how high we could go from here, this could be, this little nice healthy correction on our way up to, let's see, around 72, around 72 by a couple more days, maybe next week or something. By the end of the month we come up to 72, 73. Would be nice. We continue forward here. How high are we? So we're here to here. We're probably not going to come up, this type of, situation from all the way back here or whatever, from this to this 20. Well, we can 23%. That would probably be the most bullish possible outcome. Let's see where that would take us up to. Oh yeah, right around there. So I'd say we'll probably get a good shot. Good shot. Anything could happen, but good shot. We'll come up to 72. Let's take a look at ETH right now. So Ethereum. Okay, same type of deal. We'll do it quicker because it's similar to Bitcoin. So it seems a little bit more delayed. Keep in mind, Ethereum normally performs a little bit or significantly worse than Bitcoin, or worse in general than Bitcoin in quarter four. It seems like we're going to print that bearish divergence. So I can see Ethereum coming down while Bitcoin actually comes up. Definitely possible. 12-hour. Okay, you got this divergence because it's a matter of how far we're going to come down. We came out into 3886. Maybe we'll come down to this fib level around 3,800. That's what I could see. I'm more willing to go long on Bitcoin right now than Ethereum. 8-hour, curving back down. Although, you're making the point. It seems like we do need to come down a little bit lower with that divergence there. 4-hour, same deal as Bitcoin. We've been below the zero line for a while. Looks like we could curve back up. 2-hour, about to print that green dot. So very similar to Bitcoin on these lower time frames. 1 hour, it doesn't look terribly unhealthy. No bearish or bullish divergences really. No bearish divergences still need to play out really. And then half-hour, coming up. Maybe we'll come back into the green. The situation like I was talking about with Bitcoin. Bam, just like that. Maybe. So 15-minute, a little trigger wave there. I'd wait a little. I'm looking to wait a little bit more before I want to enter any position here. Again, a little bit more comfortable longing Bitcoin right now since the Bitcoin dominance has been up. The trend with that, trend is your friend with Bitcoin. Trend is your friend in general, trading to a certain extent. 10-minute, curving up. So slightly worse than Bitcoin, I would say. 6-minute money flow crossover. I mean, that combined with the hourly might not be the worst place to go in. Not financial advice. Let's take a look at Solana, because that's been topical. It's done really, really well. I had a Solana potential entry that I wrote about in my exclusive Discord, link in the description if you want to check that out. It's from a few days ago. I think it was, where was that entry? So that was, I believe, could have been all the way back here, actually. Could have been, yeah, 2 days ago. And that would have just been incredible. Full disclosure, I didn't take. I was asleep when this happened. I did not expect us to go up 38%. It was already probably up here when I woke up, and I was like, this is a place to lock in profit. So I was sadly mistaken there, but wow, that went up like crazy. Daily, you're starting to curve down, so it does look like we might have a correction. Also hitting that previous all-time high, so seems to be giving us a little bit of trouble. 12-hour, same type of deal. VWAP coming down. You do have, I mean, you don't have, I mean, you have the divergence from back here, but that's just so long ago. I don't think that's going to bring us down a crazy amount. Let's look at the 8-hour. That'd be a little bit better. So no divergence really printing yet. This momentum was a little bit higher in this one, so it still looks like we do have room to come up. However, you're going to get that red dot, so that can bring you down a bit. 4-hour, yeah, as you can see, we're starting to come down here, almost hitting off of that fib level. You do have that divergence coming down, so you know, I mean, obviously when something's up 40%, more likely going to come down than come up. However, you know, double top pattern, people would say would come down. Sometimes it just busts through the previous all-time high. So, here, you know, kind of indifferent. Here's a little bit more bearish because you're coming into the red finally. Here it didn't work out. One of these times into the red is probably going to, you know, more likely than not, will at least bounce off of this fib below 189. So that's Solana. And the last one I want to look at is DOT. DOT has been doing well lately. Actually, I want to look at Link. Actually, that's the one I meant to say. Link has been doing well. DOT's been topical too, but they've both been doing well. Link is up to us. Let's look at Link. Yeah, we're up from what we were in the past few days. We're up quite a bit. So Link is bouncing off of that fib level right now. It still seems like we have a little bit of room to come up on the daily. No divergences. Nothing to worry us too much. Here, yeah, no divergence, just falling price, so it still looks relatively up. You are coming down with the VWAP, so you know we could get a rejection off of this fib level. It seems like we kind of are, and you do have a divergence here on the 8-hour. Seems like it could come down a bit from that. You're printing that red dot, so not the best time, in my view, to go long. So I wouldn't go long at the moment, but I am looking at this. I mean, divergence there. We got to see how much these divergences play out. How's the 4-hour again? Yeah, VWAP's still coming down, so we still have some time to wait with this, I would say. Deep in the green there, looks slightly overbought. You are printing a green dot, though. That's maybe what'll take us up. And the 15-minute, you know, you're choppy, you're getting in the red. So we could come down a bit. I wouldn't be comfortable doing anything with this at the moment. So hope you guys enjoyed this analysis. Check out my exclusive Discord, link in the description below if you want to see some of my trade entries and some of my stop losses and all take profits and all that type of stuff. If you want to get Market Cipher, just going to code ALDO15. Link in the description below. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. Please leave a thumbs up on the video. It helps a lot. And check out my other links below if you want to help support the channel. All right, guys, have a good one. Bye-bye.